could tell me I'm not what my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in
about set to go now in snowy Philadelphia. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. Going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Mahomes to throw on second down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Rolling to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They go play action with Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Hurts.
Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurts. Pass pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Eagles! C.J. Uzomah from 13 yards out. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Hurts will throw. That's caught. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Mahomes going to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts
Steps away. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now Hurts changing up the play. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It hurts, not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here on the move to his left.
I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll buy some time right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 37 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. A quick throw there is incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. The 20, 5, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. Complete, it's Dotson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now Mahomes.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Being chased out left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A.J. Brown high in the air to bring it in.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They're going to run it with Barkley.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 56 yards.
And the Chiefs are back within a score.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he probably... He would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Barkley, inside handoff. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Saquon Barkley.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 40 yards. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And Hurts going to move him around. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Second down and goal. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. A little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And now an audible here into something else.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback...
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
He's going deep for Brown.
Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught by Rice. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts
Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
He'll buy some time right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes to throw once more.
That is caught.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Mahomes going to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
Touchdown!
Rashee Rice.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts.
Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Buying time to his left. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, what?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw to Barkley on the check down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So we've reached halftime, and we now proceed to the start of the second half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And now here is another interception.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, Brown, a nice catch.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield. Across the 45 before going out.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Back to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. Now Mahomes. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Mahomes will throw for it. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Smith will come in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
From the 36,
Hurts.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw, eluding the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And now here is another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Mahomes now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts.
Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in.